know this phrase, but you can move mountains from your couch. So literally you can do anything. I know, Michael, have you not heard that? Because you just look surprised.
I never heard that. It's great. I love
So
it.
it is moving mountains, and we can do anything, even if it is from our couch and doing some work from our laptop or whatever. So it is, AiArthritis is there and they've got your back as far as all of that goes, because they support you in any way you need it. And I think that has, been such a positive piece of my life and helped me always keep a positive perspective. Everyone's like, man, everything you've been through, how can you have such a positive outlook? And I'm like, it's better than being, and again, I'll use my own name, a Debbie Downer. I don't want to be sitting in a pity party about everything. Let's learn. Let's try to improve my life and look to the next side, and just always try to look to the positive side versus sitting there with bad coffee and sharing stories about how much your life sucks. Well, my life, I've had my moments, but my life has been very fulfilled being with all of you guys in my life and being part of AiArthritis. So that's my 2 cents.
So when you volunteer with AiArthritis, you'll hear two things. You have a seat at the table. So that's the first thing. So if you can imagine a round table, and there's patients, doctors, researchers, pharmaceutical companies, and we are all seated there. And the next thing you'll hear is we are the patient voice. Early on, when I began to volunteer with AiArthritis, Tiffany always told me, your voice matters. What you have to say, okay, I have not been on the RA journey as long as some people, but she always told me, she says, your experience counts, your voice counts. What you go through is unique to you. And those are the two things that I love about this organization.
And we're all equals at the table.
Yes, I forgot that. Thank you.
I knew where you were going, and I just wanted to finish the thought.
Thank you.
I love hearing all of Tiffany's catchphrases when she's not here. That's how you know she did a great job, because she ingrained it in all of us.
Yes.
I think I just want to echo exactly everything that all of you have mentioned. Is the community, the friendships that are built, the chat is phenomenal. I can't thank you all enough for some of the insights and the answers that come through there, because sometimes it's a question I didn't even think of that someone else brought up, and the answers are really useful for us to consider using in our lives. So definitely all of the friendships, the community, it's a great feeling.
The organization really listens to you. So anything that you have a question about, like when I was looking for a job, and I'm just like, hey, Tiffany, do you know anything, anybody that can do like a, work from home that's legit, because those are really hard to find right now. And, she's just like, hey, let me get back to you on Monday. I've got, I've got some thoughts. So, just that's how it's positively impacted me, I think, is that, they really care, and they will answer anything that, is an important question to you.
Yeah. I like what we do here. I love what we do here. And what the positive impact, I always talk about the support group. It's not even a support group. We do not have a support group. We have a group of volunteers that care enough about each other that if you bring something up, they're going to answer it. So we do not have a support group, but I have a group of people that I can help support, which I love. So I keep talking about that. I'm going to leave it alone. What I do like now is the part of that we're educating too. We educate our volunteers so that they educate us as well. We collaborate with volunteers to share their experience to make it into education for people, just anybody in general. You don't have to be a volunteer for that. But your experiences kind of propel our education. And also this year coming up with but that was talking about with the AI advocates, we're also doing education there too, because being an advocate is not something like you don't walk into the world knowing how to do this. So, we're here to teach you that, and there's a skill to it, and there's a little bit of a craft to it, and you don't have to learn it all. You just have to, like I cannot read. Okay, it's a known fact. I can't read off a teleprompter, but I can speak to you in a normal tone, and I can tell you this is the story. This is what we want to convey. But we want to basically help people find their voice and find a way for them to craft a story and meet some of the lawmakers. And you're going to be sitting in a room with somebody who wants to earn your vote, so they're going to like you for those 15 minutes. But B, you're going to be able to talk to them about policy and realize that they hear your story and they may not be able to do something about it right now because of whatever, but they actually heard your story and that sticks with them in their mind at some point. So these are all these opportunities that are coming through with the volunteers, but I just wanted to stress that we're educating the volunteers and we're educating the public. So that's what sticks with me the most, because I just love being able to teach somebody something or having them teach me something. So that's why I think that's the most impactful and most positive impact that this organization has had with me, those opportunities.
That's amazing. And I think I really feel like sometimes when you say like, okay, I'm going to go volunteer for this organization, I feel like for a lot of people that might sound like a big commitment and a lot of time and a big chunk of their life. And I think that one of my goals here today was to let everybody know that it does not have to be that. Signing up as a volunteer means that you, when you're willing, can contribute whatever skills you have to the organization. But there are so many more side benefits of being a volunteer that we expressed today that I feel is sometimes even more valuable than a support group. Like Michael was saying, we don't have a support group, but it's like a group of individuals who want to socialize and kind of help each other out whenever it's needed. And I think that that's one of the a really big appeal to joining our organization and coming to be a part of the AiArthritis community. I think that we are so ready and willing to welcome whoever is wanting to be a part of our organization. You don't even have to have our diseases in order to be a volunteer and step in and care about our 23, 24 different organizations of different diseases that we have. You can just be somebody who has a friend or a family member that's affected by our diseases and still want to contribute your skills to this organization. So that's one of my last things that I wanted to say is that take what you will with our conversation here today, but it really, every time I sit on a call with these amazing people and all of our other volunteers, I feel so much more re-energized, ready to do the hard work that it takes to help the community. And so I want to thank all of you for being here and sharing your experience today. I had such a great time chatting with you all and being able to tell the public about how you all feel about AiArthritis. And that's kind of our last thing. So if you're interested in being involved in AiArthritis, we have two different levels of participation and that we like to rule out in all of our different programs. So as a volunteer, we do have a volunteer application that we will have available for you to be able to click on and apply as a volunteer. But we also have a program that's called the AiArthritis Voices program, which is a free service where we connect you to resources and opportunities to participate in not just our organization's resources and opportunities, but also our partner organizations who may have anything going on, conferences, seminars, research opportunities, things like that. So we have, like I said, the volunteer application and the AiArthritis Voices application, you can also be a part of both. They are separate entities, but just different ways for those in the public to kind of step in and be a part of the AI arthritis community.